Hi, my name is Ong Hock Siew, and I've climbed Mount Kinabalu 61 times. You know, in this series, I will talk about fitness. Fitness is a very interesting thing. Many people think they are fit when they may not be very fit. Many people who are not so fit may actually have quite a fit base. What I'm going to talk about today is a series of tests that will be able to ascertain your fitness levels. Now, our heart is a very interesting organ. As you look at your heart, you'll find that it beats, it pumps out blood to almost every part of your body. And the pumping of that blood results in a heartbeat. Where can you measure your heartbeat? You can either take up your wrist and hold it like this and measure your heartbeat right where your wrist is, or you can put your finger, just tilt your neck back and put your finger here, right at the base, at the nape of your neck, and you will be able to feel your heartbeat. Now it's interesting. By even holding my finger to each of these heartbeat, I can tell whether that person has hypertension or not, whether that person has high blood pressure or has normal blood pressure or low blood pressure. Through practice, you can actually feel the intensity of it and tell approximately what type of condition that person is in. Now, the strength of the heartbeat tells a story, but more importantly, the frequency of the heartbeat tells a better story about a person's fitness. Now, if I were to take my heartbeat, hold my pulse up, and take it at rest, an average person's heartbeat should be anywhere between 65 and 90 per minute. Interestingly, men always carry a lower average heartbeat than women. The average heartbeat for a normally fit man is anywhere between 65 to about 80. For a woman, it's 10 higher, 75 to about 90. This is the average. The average base rate tells you about your base fitness, meaning your condition at rest. And that tells you that you have got a certain level of base fitness. If your base heartbeat is very fast, at 95 to say 105, that is indicative of a problem for most people. If your normal at rest heartbeat exceeds 100, then something is causing your heart to beat much faster than the normal average heartbeat. Conversely, if your heartbeat is very slow, if it is anywhere between 45 to 65, that could mean that that person is extremely fit, or that person has got a problem with his health. Now, if that person exercises a lot or is an avid sportsman, I give you an indication, a lot of marathon runners have heartbeats that are in the range of 45 to 55. That indicates that they have a very high base level of fitness. A lot of good badminton players, club badminton players, table tennis players, basketballers, and so on, would have heartbeats in the region of 50 to 70 for the men. That would indicate that they have a very good base level of fitness. But the base level of fitness don't tell you very much in a mountain climb. So what you need to do is, like in a treadmill, you will have to do 7 minutes at least of very serious, strenuous exercise. What exercise? the step exercise would be a good way to stress your heart so that you can take the stress, the heartbeat that is stressed. What you can do is you can do the average 33 steps per minute for 5 minutes, and in the last 2 minutes really run up and down that step, doing it at a pace of about 50 steps per minute. If you do that right after 7 minutes of exercise, quickly take your heartbeat again. Now, that heartbeat would indicate how good your heart is at taking stress. If it rises, if your normal heartbeat is 75 and it rises to say 140 or 145, that is actually quite normal for someone who is not so fit. It would have gone up by 60 to 70 heartbeats under that stress rate. Now, if that is the case, that person can actually take comfort in knowing that that stress heartbeat can be improved very quickly. Now, after 5 minutes of rest, another heartbeat should be taken. And this heartbeat is the heartbeat called the recovery rate. Now, this is the very important heartbeat. This is the heartbeat that tells a person how well and how fast he is recovering. Now, from 145, if that heartbeat drops to 110 or 115, then that person has recovered extremely well. You see, these two heartbeat rates are very important indicators. The stress rate tells a person about his level of fitness. The recovery rate tells a person about his ability to recover, especially on mountain climbs. So long as there is a good recovery range of at least 35, then that person is normal under any circumstances, and he will be able to make the mountain climb if he trains. Now, a person who has, say, a heartbeat rate of 75, 145 and 115 can actually see great and vast improvements if he continues training. After 1.5 months of serious training, the training that I stated in my first video, that person would find his heartbeat probably improving to say 68 to 70, and then 130 to 135, and the recovery rate of 105 to 110. That would indicate that that person's fitness has improved. This is a very reliable indicator, and the measure of fitness always tells the true story. My friends, such readings cannot lie. If you have been training, you will see an improvement. Enjoy your training.